Okay, here we go. Ready? Am I the a-hole for offering to pay my girlfriend's college tuition? I, 23 male, come from a wealthy family and have always been financially comfortable. My girlfriend, 21 female, comes from a much different background and is currently in college. She's working part time, taking out loans, and constantly stressed about paying her tuition. For the past few weeks, she's been venting to me nonstop about how hard it is to keep up with everything. I get it, she's under a lot of pressure, but it was starting to feel like there wasn't much I could say or do to help. Eventually, during one of these conversations, I told her I could just pay her tuition. I said it straightforwardly. If this is stressing you out so much, I can cover it. It's not a big deal to me. She immediately got upset, saying she didn't want to feel like a charity case and that my offer made her feel small. I told her I wasn't trying to make her feel that way. I was just offering a solution. It felt like she was making it into a bigger deal than it needed to be. I wasn't trying to control her or anything. I just didn't see the point of her struggling when I could help. After that, she kept complaining about her tuition and money problems. I finally got frustrated and told her, if you don't want my help, fine. But I don't want to hear about it anymore. I can't do anything else for you, and I'm tired of talking in circles. That did not go over well. She said I was being cold and dismissive and that I didn't understand what she was going through. Now she's barely talking to me, and I'm not sure if I messed up or if she's overreacting. From my perspective, I was just trying to be practical and solve the problem, but maybe I came across as too blunt. Well, let's see what Reddit has to say about this. I understand both sides of this. You're great for being generous, but she just wants to vent. I don't think either of you are the a-hole, but you are frustrating each other. It's a good skill to just learn how to empathize with people. That sucks. I'm sorry this is happening to you. Or even join in the bitching. I can't believe it cost this much. This is robbery, etc. Another poster. When I start venting, my husband always asks me, do you want to be heard, helped, or hugged? It usually snaps me out of my ranting mood and helps him know what to do or say. I love this. This is great. I should copy this and make a t-shirt. Do you want to be heard, helped, or hugged? Sometimes people just want to vent. Let's see what else. There are empathy and listening to someone vent all the time while the beginning of the solution can be reached. He's reaching the point of her becoming annoying. Nothing stopped her to accept his offer while telling she will compensate him later or adjust the plan to what makes her comfortable. She needs to stop at this point. While I generally dislike stereotypes, one thing that I find is pretty accurate is that many times women just want to vent, but when a guy hears the problem, they jump to problem solving mode. One thing you can do is ask if she wants to brainstorm solutions or just get her frustration off her chest, because it can be really frustrating when you just want to vent and the person you're talking to is tossing out solutions. Something to consider. Another thing to consider is that most women would feel a bit whorish for their boyfriend to pay their tuition. Yes, it's no big deal for you, and you're very lucky for that fact, but it's a big deal for her, and you need to understand that and be grateful she's not a gold digger. Try to get past your privilege and consider how she might feel. You're not the a-hole, but you are very tone deaf. I'm a guy. I'm not, but I match the rest of your description. The first thing I do is look for solutions. I have to backtrack often and ask if you're looking for a solution or simply a listening ear. Another one. Yes, it's definitely not just something guys do. I tend to do the same and am a woman. But it's such a common relationship issue where the woman has a problem. she wants to vent about, and the guy tries to solve the problem and then doesn't understand why the woman is annoyed, that is pretty standard advice I give both on and offline. It applies to every gender, though. Just taking a second to ask how they want you to help, be active or passive, can save a lot of frustration on both sides of the table. This happens to me all the time. I can just be needing someone to talk to, have an ear, and people immediately jump to solutions or stop being ungrateful for what you do have. Don't be complaining when your life's been so much worse and blah, blah, blah. When sometimes I just we all have vexed and we need a way to release it. And especially if we're trapped by financial or physical problems that makes it even harder to solve our own problems, then we need to vent more. Personally, I think he should, like maybe pay half of her tuition as a Christmas gift or a birthday gift, or he could talk to her about making I could pay your tuition, you could pay me back monthly installments, and it turns out you can't pay me back, don't worry about it. Good luck. I don't see an update here, so, and this is fairly new. Most adult men have a learning curve with talking about emotions without it being solution oriented due to gender stereotypes regarding emotions. For example, that only women are emotional, etc. Queer Eye Reboot has an amazing scene that goes over this exact scenario of feeling comfortable discussing and sitting with our feelings, so that the outcome is to be vulnerable and express our emotions, and not for the sole purpose of finding a solution in action. Let's see.